All right, in this video, we're going to look at some of the numbers and metrics behind the exit formula model so you can get a better idea of how it works. Now, there are some really great videos out there published by Exit Realty International as well as some other franchise locations that explain the Exit Realty formula through a video presentation. For me, as a numbers guy, I find it much easier to look at and talk through the different numbers in order to understand it, but also to get an idea of how this residual income actually plays out. Basically, the way the exit formula model works is that if you sponsor an agent into the company, you're going to receive a 10% sponsoring bonus on the GCI of that sponsored agent up to $10,000 a year. So, in let's just take a look at an example. Let's just concern ourselves with agent one to keep it simple, and we're just gonna say agent one does 10 transactions at an average price point of 250,000 with an average commission of 3% for a total of GCI. So this eligible sponsoring bonus is the 75,000 times 10%, which nets us a 7,500 sponsoring bonus. And so that's going to be paid directly to you for sponsoring agent into the company. And like I said, the exit formula works in a way to create collaboration. It's not meant to be like some of those scammy multi-level marketing pyramid schemes where you're making money off of just by recruiting people, because you're not actually making any money by recruiting people. You have to have these agents successfully produce money, and on top of that, you don't get paid if you're the agent that you sponsors another agent. There's no multiple tiers to these systems like you'll find in multi-level marketing companies or pyramid schemes or some of the companies exp that sort of look like a pyramid scheme model. This only has a direct residual on the agent that you directly sponsor into the company, and so it's important to notice that, because this creates more of a environment of collaboration as well as mentorship inside of the culture. So if you're the agent who is looking to mentor agents, then this is a great way to actually make some extra income. And if you're an agent who is thinking about or wondering which brokerage to join, Exit can be a great place because the Exit formula creates a mentorship model, and it encourages it, because it doesn't do anybody good to sponsor you into the company if you then don't close transactions. So your success is directly tied to the success of the sponsoring agent's success, I should say, is directly tied to your success as a real estate agent. So there's a lot of incentive to make sure that you're producing and you're closing transactions as a real estate agent. Now, like I said, it's up to $10,000. So in other words, if you work this backwards, essentially after a individual real estate agent produces more than 100,000 in GCI, you're not going to receive any more from the sponsoring bonus. So if you take an agent, let's say that agent one is actually selling 20 homes, I'm not getting 10% of $150,000. I'm getting 10% up until 100,000, at which point I hit 10,000 of the sponsoring bonus, and that's all I'm eligible for as far as a sponsoring bonus. And so, as you can see, if you create different scenarios with different agents, you can kind of sort of get an idea for how many, how much potential income you could make if you have these real estate agents doing different, I don't know, different size transactions. You can see the total. Let's and look at the sum of these total sponsoring bonuses. So if you're able to sponsor all of these agents, and they have an average production that I just listed, and they have that production, then you as a real estate agent, you can make $56,000 from mentoring people. And I think to me that's really cool. You can do that every year. You can make that every year, and that's 10%. Where the exit formula gets even better is it offers an opportunity for retirement as well as a death benefit. So if you go down to part time, or you decide to quit real estate and retire, or maybe you're just quitting real estate and looking for a career transition or something like that. I don't know. The residual amount, rather than 10%, it goes down to 7%. And then upon your death, if you were to die, it actually acts like a life insurance policy in a sense that it will pay 5% to the beneficiaries surviving you. So that's really cool because you're still going to be able to get these sponsoring bonuses. And no other real estate company offers that. If you work at a real estate company and you retire, you better hope you self-directed your own retirement account, created an IRA or a solo 401k or something, because there's no other retirement policy or other retirement plan that's put in place like there is at the exit with the residual model referred to as the exit formula. And now, one thing I want to point out or note that this 10% up to $10,000 doesn't come out of a real estate agents like your sponsored agents real estate commission checks or their GCI. They're still going to be eligible for the regular and they still get the regular Exit Realty commission split that's set up on a 70-30 split up until 100,000 GCI, at which point it slides up to a 90-10 split. So an agent who's selling 20 homes doing 150,000 GCI is going to get $115,000 to that agent. So where the 10% comes from is it's going to come from that 30% that would normally go to a broker and then to the corporate. That 10% is coming from that on the corporate side. And like a lot of companies, like take Century 21 or Keller Williams or any of those number of other places that keep the amount of money, the 10%, so they'll take the full 30%. Then this is where I think why Exit Realty is able to offer this is because they're offsetting their recruiting costs. Instead of building out a giant website and taking out ads with ESPN and Disney like Century 21 likes to do. Uh, Exit Realty is really relying on the agent to go ahead and go out and bring in their friends and stuff like that, rather than you as an individual agent getting your 30% split to the broker, and then that broker going and advertising on TV or creating an effective marketing different marketing campaigns. And so in other words, this money gives an agent an opportunity to pass back the money and get more money and basically receive a better split overall and in general, in addition from the sliding scale. But it also creates an opportunity if you recruited enough and these agents produced enough, theoretically you could earn more than your GCI that you could produce. I mean, so here in this case, you're earning $56,250, and that's going to be more than let's see here. If you were an agent selling, I don't know, about close to 8 homes, then if you were selling about 8 homes, we would have an equivalent income amount. So it's kind of really cool. It sets up an opportunity for people to earn and create an additional revenue source that is outside of just having to buy and sell every day. And again, it's important to think about this as offsetting and spending the recruiting dollars and pushing it back into the agents rather than funding some high level marketing company, whoever the heck Century 21 and Realty and Coldwell Banker hire. That might be some expensive digital marketing company based out of New York or Trenton, New Jersey, or wherever the heck they're from over there with a Realty brand. So yeah, that basically summarizes the Exit Realty formula in sort of a numbers perspective. Again, you can look on the web and on YouTube for other videos that kind of do a character drawing to sort of explain it. But I just kind of wanted to dive into the numbers and sort of help you visualize the potential that this exit formula has on increasing your income. And if you're interested in joining or learning more about Exit Realty, I would encourage you to go ahead and continue watching our series of videos to learn more about Exit Realty.